It was the year 2021. In a crowded football stadium in North Korea, in the middle of the field, a 17-year-old boy was brought in, sitting in a wheelchair. Among the crowd was his mother. Moments later, 3 North Korean soldiers walked toward the boy and shot him with 9 bullets. The stadium fell silent. The mother's eyes filled with tears, and after, the silence of the crowd turned into the sound of clapping. And what was the boy's crime? His mistakes was just hearing pop music. A child is born in North Korea, but from the very moment of birth, innocent child is declared a traitor. North Korea is known around the world for its extremely harsh laws, some so unbelievable that it's hard to even accept them. For example, elections do take place here, but there is no choice. You can only vote for one man, Kim Jong Un. If you refuse, you are immediately sent to jail. There is only one TV channel in the entire country, and people have no option to change or tune in to any other. North Korea may be the only country in the world where you can be punished not just for committing a crime, but even for merely thinking about one. Welcome to RealScope. Explaining the full history of North Korea might waste your time, and most of you already know that Kim Jong Un is the country's supreme leader. So let's get straight to the point. North Korea's brutal and unbelievable laws. Today, we'll uncover some of the strangest rules that exist under this regime. And trust me, the last one will shock you the most. In 2024, North Korea banned sunglasses and even wedding dresses. In the metro and other public stations, instead of music, only speeches of the Kim family are played. During these broadcasts, no one is allowed to talk or make noise. Watching South Korean dramas or Hollywood films is punishable by hard labor or severe prison sentences, all in the name of stopping ideological contamination. Ordinary citizens have no access to the global internet, only a closed internal network called intranet that operates within North Korea, strictly monitored by the state. Phone calls abroad are illegal without government permission. TV, radio, and newspapers are entirely state-controlled. Private media doesn't exist. The only content shown is praise of the Kim dynasty and hatred against foreign enemies, especially the US. From childhood, people are brainwashed with anti-American propaganda. Even hairstyles are controlled. Only a few state-approved styles are permitted. Anything that carries outside cultural influence, like jeans, dyed hair, or flashy clothes, is banned. Wearing them leads to confiscation and punishment. Food choices are restricted too. Hot dogs for being American, and dishes like budae-jjigae and tteokbokki for being South Korean are banned. Travel between cities requires a permit. Without it, it's illegal. Passports are reserved only for the elite, government officials, and Kim's close circle. Ordinary citizens cannot even dream of leaving the country. All land, homes, shops, and businesses belong to the state. No one can own property, only use it with government approval. Practicing religion is also banned. Churches exist only as showpieces for foreigners. Anyone genuinely trying to practice is sent to labor camps. Opposing the government or the Kim family doesn't just punish you, it dooms your entire family for 3 generations. If someone is branded a traitor, even their grandchildren will be considered traitors. The idea is to eliminate rebellion from the bloodline itself. Government spies live in every neighborhood, secretly monitoring citizens. The strangest part? You can be jailed not just for committing a crime, but even for thinking about one. If someone imagines opposing the government and is reported, they will be punished. Every week, citizens are forced to attend self-criticism sessions. People confess their mistakes, such as hiding someone's weakness, not praising Kim Jong Un enough, or being impressed by something foreign. Others criticize them, and they must apologize. Voting is mandatory, but ballots contain only one name, the government's candidate. Not voting brands you a traitor. Elections here are not about choice, but a loyalty test. The government uses the 100% turnout as proof of unity and power. There is also a parliament called the Supreme People's Assembly, but its job isn't to make decisions, only to rubber stamp Kim's decisions. Every citizen must memorize the government's 10 principles of the ideological system. If you stutter while reciting them, you are considered a traitor. Unsurprisingly, every principle mentions Kim Il-sung by name. Every TV set in North Korea is pre-tuned only to government channels, like Korean Central Television. Imported TVs are modified to disable foreign channels. Even bicycles must be registered, given a number plate, and riders need licenses. Foreign logos, slogans, or flags on clothing are banned. The government sees them as cultural threats. Tourists also face strict rules. They must always be accompanied by state guides and can only visit approved locations. They cannot speak freely with locals or take photos without permission. Interviewing a citizen requires a guide's approval. Citizens may own phones or computers, but USB drives and memory cards are regularly checked. Any foreign content leads to punishment. North Korea also has a cruel caste system called Songbun. From birth, your future is decided based on family history. There are 3 classes. 1. Core, descendants of revolutionaries and soldiers loyal to Kim Il-sung. They enjoy high-status jobs, permission to live in Pyongyang, and even own cars. 2. Wavering, ordinary workers and farmers, neither praised nor condemned. They get only basic middle-class privileges. 3. Hostile, families linked to religion, South Korea, or perceived disloyalty. They are given the worst jobs, mining, labor, or sanitation, and are considered enemies of the state. Utilities like electricity, water, and gas are rationed. Every citizen, male or female, must serve 10 years in the military starting at age 17. Crying is compulsory at the death of any Kim family member or on their death anniversaries. Failure to do so casts doubt on your loyalty. Every home must display portraits of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong Un and keep them spotless. Children are forced to memorize the speeches of past leaders in school. North Korea is so cut off from the world that it even follows its own calendar, the Juche calendar, starting from 1912, the birth year of Kim Il-sung. So while the world calls it 2025, in North Korea, it is Juche 113. Why is North Korea so isolated? First, the Kim regime fears that if people learn the truth about the outside world, they will rebel. That's why travel, media, and internet are banned. Second, due to its nuclear program, international sanctions have pushed North Korea further into isolation. Keep in mind, many of these rules may have changed or even harsher ones may exist now. Updated information is nearly impossible to obtain. Much of what we know comes from defectors who escaped after 1953, or from satellite imagery and smuggled footage on USB drives through China. We hope you will like and share this RealScope video. Thank you for your kind comments and support.